Hi everyone! Welcome back to Planet J Astrology, where you will learn everything that you need to know about the stars. In today's video, we are going to talk about Sun in the 4th house. We're going to talk about the positive and the negative traits surrounding this Sun placement, as it is important to consider both. Don't forget to like and subscribe because we're going to go through all of the Sun in the house's placements. We'll move on to rising signs and moon signs and go through the whole natal chart, everything you need to know about astrology and what can go into your horoscope or personal natal chart reading. Now, without further ado, let's talk about this Sun sign placement. What do we love about Sun in the 4th house? Having your Sun in the 4th house makes you someone that is naturally super affectionate. You are the person that someone can come to when they are feeling down in the dumps or just want some tender love and care, because that's what you like to bring to the table. That's how you like to express yourself. You feel you're best when you are able to live and stand in how caring and kind you naturally are. Having your Sun in the 4th house makes you someone that is very sentimental. You will love when someone gives you a gift that actually means something. You know what I mean? Oh, yes, somebody can get you flowers on Valentine's Day and you'll love it, but what would make you go head over heels is someone getting you a gift of that one thing that you told them 5 years ago, or buying you something that reminded them of an inside joke you guys had the first day you met. Like, you're very sentimental. You like something that, pulls on your heartstrings, that makes you feel rooted somehow. And you're a very thoughtful person for that reason. You know that that is something that most people enjoy and that you yourself especially enjoy. And so you try to bring that affection and sentimentality to your other relationships too. But apart from how deep and emotional you can be as a person, you are also very disciplined. You possibly grew up in a home with a mother that could have been a little bit worrisome. However, it instilled in you an ability to really care and be attentive to the people you love and the people you care for. And you'll take this with you in your career. You could be someone that possibly works taking care of others, providing some sort of nurturing to others. You could perhaps like to work in the home or in other people's homes, doing work in the home. And this will depend. For example, if you are in, let's say, a Gemini Sun in the 4th house, you could be someone that goes and does like speech therapy in the home, someone that goes to the home and teaches someone writing classes or tutors English writing classes or something like that. So the possibilities are really endless. But having your Sun in the 4th house usually makes your identity and your personality somewhat connected to your home, your family, and your roots. And you often feel most comfortable in your own home as well. You are someone that connects well to maternal figures for the most part, unless you have an affliction or anything else sitting in the house of your Sun or in opposition to the Sun, or in difficult aspect to this placement. You generally gain a lot of emotional security and comfortability from maternal figures in your life. You are someone who doesn't really mind waiting for the things that you liked. As I said, you are very disciplined. You have an ability of seeing all that it takes to get somewhere. And because of how emotional you can be, because of how sentimental you can be, and how you find roots in things that you love, that drives your ambition. Your connection, your emotional connection to what it is that you're doing drives your ambition. And it fuels your ability to strategize. You are someone, however, that while you have inner rich experiences due to your ability to connect emotionally, you can also be someone that perhaps struggles with moving on from the past, because good feelings of the past or reminiscing is nothing that is unfamiliar to you. You love to do that, to sit back and really reminisce, and may even experience feelings of nostalgia quite often. Having your sun in the fourth house makes you someone who may have grown up very taken care of. You may have had a family that was well off. However, another common experience that I have found with people with this sun placement, or clients with this sun placement, is that they may have had a home life that actually wasn't very emotionally nurturing. And that is why in their adult life, or as they get older, they have to learn how to connect to this emotional nature of them. So this, while it may be an innate trait in you, you could still have your sun in the fourth house and really be uncomfortable sitting in your emotions, or struggle to feel comfortable at home and things like that. So like I said, it's really important to look at the natal chart, and also to see where the moon sits here too will be really telling. Now, let's say you are someone that is very protective of your loved ones. You are very protective of your home and the people you care about. And it's possible that you could have been very pessimistic or paranoid as a child, or had parents that were very pessimistic and paranoid. Like that, as I said, they were pampered a lot, they worried a lot for you, maybe even coddled you at some points. And so you go out and you try to step into your life by finding your own ambitions, trying to find something that actually soothes your heart and makes you feel safe. Having your sun in the fourth house, which is a water house, can make you someone who's very intuitive, someone that is able to read the energy of others very well and provide them with a peace and tranquil environment and person to be around at the same time. And you are someone that really tries to trust in yourself and be empathetic towards others. Now, what are the things that we need to worry about when it comes to this sun sign placement? What are the karmic lessons surrounding this sun sign placement here? Having your sun in the fourth house, as I said, can make you someone who is very sentimental, someone who can have their emotions pulled on quite easily, and therefore this can make you someone who can be defensive sometimes. And because you feel things so strongly, if you feel like someone has slighted you in any way, at times you may get vindictive. You may become a little bit petty, or make these comments that and being a house that's ruled by Cancer is a cardinal sign, so they do like to start stuff, if that makes sense. But the way that they start things is sideways. So at times, if you are feeling mistreated or emotionally stunted by somebody else or a situation, you can get very emotional, perhaps a bit petty, or even childish. Now, having your sun sign in this placement too, this is a house that is ruled by the moon, ruled by Cancer. So heavy emotions, and it's possible that you experience mood swings. And you will have to see where the moon sits in your chart as well, to see how the emotional affairs, or the way that you deal with these emotions, really comes out. You're somebody that can be quite touchy at times, and this may not even have anything to do with the situation, but just particularly one day you are just out of sorts. So it will be very beneficial for those with sun in this placement to also keep up with the moon phases and see where the moon is, and try and plan your life around it, because I think that you'll find that your ability to sit in your emotions will be a lot easier if you can prepare yourself for what it is that you're going to be feeling that day. And it will also help because then you can find your purpose and align yourself more so with this house here. So, another thing that having your sun in this placement brings is someone that can be quite tight-lipped at times, possibly a bit secretive. The fourth house is, like I said, the home and private affairs. So you can be someone who's very private, or even someone that is quite emotional, but you try to keep your emotions private. However, it's usually that people see you as an emotional person, even if that's not how you want to be perceived. So those with this sun placement may struggle with that as well until they learn the karmic lessons of really being able to sit in their power, to sit in their intuition, and to recognize that it is not a bad thing to be this way. You're someone that probably has an insanely good memory because you have an ability to connect how you feel. You remember how you felt in a specific situation. And that's why you can remember the situation, because you remember how it felt to be in your body and the feelings that it brought up for you. So at times you can feel a bit triggered because, like I said, you can get deja vu a lot, where you can remember feeling the exact same way at a different time but in a similar situation, and it can get overwhelming. And sometimes when you get overwhelmed, you get overwhelming towards others, so you can be a little bit overbearing or controlling sometimes, because those feelings of paranoia or needing for emotional security can really take precedent in your life and cause you to act this way. So you have to be aware of that as well. But ultimately, having your sun in this placement, like I said, makes you someone that is so loving and so kind and devoted, not just to yourself, but to others as well, and someone who's very intuitive to the needs of others. So if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I want to thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.